What's up, Deanna? Good to see you. I would really like for you to introduce yourself and, let folks know what you're doing in this industry. I definitely had the honor of meeting you at the Leading Ladies of Logistics conference back in November. So I think the people definitely should hear from you. Well, boom. Let's go ahead and start this thing. What's up, Kim? I see you in the audience. I work with Kim all the time. My beautiful wife is in the audience. Hey, Angel. All right. Hey, what's up, Deanna? How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I am excellent, ma'am. I am feeling excellent. I'm blessed. This holiday season has been wonderful for myself and my family. What about you? How's everything?
Everything is good. The holiday season is going pretty well. However, my mom was actually just diagnosed with breast cancer, so my holiday plans have been changed up a little bit. So I will be traveling a little bit more.
I got you. Sorry to hear that. I will definitely keep your family in my prayers, man.
Thank you. So a little bit about myself. I have a trucking company. We've been going for about 3 years, and we are minority-owned, women-owned. And then I also have a dispatch service as well. And then I, outside of trucking, have a luxury car rental business, and I'm also a Florida real estate agent as well.
All right, boom. So, so you're a fleet owner. You have the dispatch service. You're a real estate agent, and what was that last one? Did I miss one?
Oh, I said I have a luxury exotic car rental service in Miami.
Yeah. Okay. What type of cars do you have on your fleet on the luxury situation?
I have some of the new Corvettes. I have Mercedes GT. I have a Mercedes GLE 53, the new ones. I have 2 Lamborghini Urises. Just some. It's a pretty cool fleet.
Just some toys, huh? Some toys.
just a little bit of toys.
Okay. And if people were interested in doing that, like, are you doing this through Turo, or, are you doing this through like a private manager? How are you doing that?
So we actually use a few brokers here, and some are on Turo as well. However, we found that with high priced vehicles, it's kind of hard to get them on Turo unless you're using a power seller, as you would say. I guess that's what they call. So mostly we use brokers here, and we do it on our own. But then recently I just took our 2 Urises and allowed a seller or a lister or whatever on Turo to be able to do them, because he has, I guess, certain many. Yeah, he's like a power lister, so he's able to. So it just depends. Wherever the money is, that's where we go.
No, I feel it. I definitely feel it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, ma'am. All right, so you got the luxury car rental situation, and you're a fleet owner. What type of trucks you running?
We have 18-wheelers. It's in my opinion, with the pandemic and like the price of them right now, I kind of am holding off on like expanding. But we currently have 3, and we've been doing that for, again, about 3 years now.
Okay, nice. Dry van, reefer, you power only?
No, I have 3 dry vans. Okay,
3 dry vans. All right, well, perfect. So look, now that you're an entrepreneur, you got multiple businesses bringing in money. Where do you feel like you're trying to go? Like, what would be something that could allow you to get to your next level, whatever that step is for you?
Well, this year for 2021, the objective was to add like 3 to 4 more to the fleet as far as trucks go. But the prices are just really, really crazy. So we're just kind of holding off, hoping that, sooner or later there becomes some really good deals, or it really starts to, break. And it's just pretty much to keep going. I mean, I've been in the entrepreneurial space for maybe about 10 to 11 years right now. And so for us, it's just kind of like mastering what we have and know already, and then kind of just expanding.
I definitely hear you there. Well, look, I am very, very happy that you were able to come up to the stage tonight, ma'am. Like I said, it was great being able to meet you at the Leading Ladies of Logistics Trucking Conference. And, again, if there's anything that I can do, I'm more than happy to, push whatever you got going on or plug you with the folks that I know that can, get those drive-ins, booked up solid. Okay.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, look, so we had Deanna, and now, look, I'm just happy to have my brother here. I've learned so much from this about this industry, whether it be transportation or logistics, from this guy right here. Hey, Thomas, are you here, bro? Are you tapped in? All right, Thomas might be a little bit away from the thing right now, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be.
I'm on. Sorry, I was trying to find the mute button.
It's all good, man. How you feeling tonight?
Man, I'm doing great, man. Blessed and super excited about the future. Transportation is so good right now, man. I think I think that momentum is here to push us through 2022 for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, I heard you got some big things popping. All right. You got some big things popping. I wanted to bring you up here tonight so that, the things that, you just, it's normal to you at this point. It's just normal to you, but most people don't see these opportunities. And I just wanted to be able to, have you share some of the things that you have going on. Maybe even Deanna or some other folks that are in the audience might be able to benefit. So if you don't mind, can you introduce yourself and then let the folks know about your different companies and maybe whatever opportunities that you have in your hand right now?
Okay, yeah. Thank you for the intro, but my name is Thomas Johnson. I'm the CEO of UniteUs Logistics, which is an asset-based carrier out of Memphis, Tennessee, as well as UniteUs Global, which is a 3PL with a little bit of a different spin, freight brokerage. So what we do is we recruit minority-owned trucking companies. We help them get certified through NMSDC to prove that they're owned and operated by a minority. We pull our resources together. We go after larger contracts, and we also utilize our buying power to go after diesel discounts and insurance discounts, access to trailers, and different types of equipment. So, and we also have a dispatch service that we do really, really well with. We have our own trailers with our dispatch service. So we look for power-only carriers because I see that's a big need for minority-owned and small businesses is to have access to trailers. And we do have about 60 plus trailers. And we stage them around the country on different dedicated opportunities. And we provide those opportunities to our consortium members. So that's what I do. You there, Jerry?
My bad. I was on mute. The same situation. But look, how do you feel like you were able to come into that consortium? Like, what happened that allowed you to really start that?
Yeah, I think I understand what you were saying. It's breaking up a little bit. But I started.
You're right.
So I retired from the NFL in 2011. And 2012, a guy by the name of Andy Schroeder reached out to me. He's with the Ascending Athletes Group, where they teach athletes, resume building skills and bring them around Fortune 500 companies that look to hire athletes. And at that symposium, it was a guy by the name of George Willis speaking, and he was running UPS Atlanta at the time. And I was in the transition in a little funk, not knowing what to do after sports. Do I use my degree or do I do other things? Or do I try to be an entrepreneur? And, my grandfather drove trucks. My dad drove trucks. And to hear, somebody speak about transportation on the other side and seeing a young black man actually running UPS Atlanta, that what really got me into transportation. And, from there, I went on to intern for trucking companies. I worked in dispatch as an intern. I worked in accounts receivables, payables. Then I started working in safety for a trucking company. And then I said, you know what, let me learn how to drive. So I got my CDLs in 2013, started driving, started teaching people how to drive, and started my trucking company in 2016. And that's when I reached out to George and let him know, I took a path in transportation because of his insight on transportation. And since during that period from 2011 to 2016, George went on to run UPS Europe. Then he ran the western half of the United States for UPS. And then he became the CEO of U.S. operations. And he connected me into UPS, man, and we was rolling. And UPS actually wanted to put about $3 million into my company to help grow, owner-operator program, to grow, just to help them get their minority spend up. And as he was talking, I cut him off and I said, what about a consortium concept? I met so many small minority-owned businesses, getting my certifications, joining different organizations, Small Business Association, the NMSDC. I joined the National Minority Truckers Association, and I met so many small carriers. Why don't I bring them guys in and we pull some of your freight? And here we are 5 years later. We're UPS second largest minority supplier and they number one in service. So that's kind of how the consortium started.
All right, cool. So now we're here on stage. You got all this experience and you have some opportunities that are at hand. What are those things looking like right now that people can basically get if they're in the right position?
Oh man, it's being a minority owned supplier is and being certified. We was able to take advantage of that and taking the same concept to other larger customers outside of UPS. So we just closed a 22 lane deal with Lazy Boy.
Hey.
So I'm super excited about that.
Hey.
Yes, great paying freight. So what we've done with it, we created a power only drop and hook concept with our dispatch service. So what we've been doing is staging trailers in Tennessee and Mississippi, and it runs pretty much all over, man. South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Chicago, Ohio, Louisiana, man, Georgia. So we got plenty of freight. And I really wanted to aim at those power units, man, because those guys are the ones that's really, struggling during this great time in transportation.
Right. Well, look, people, I know I got way more questions for you, Thomas, just because I know you got a lot going on, man. So there's a few more things I know I want to bring to the table. But if there were any folks that just heard that and maybe be in a spot to be able to take advantage, I want you to go ahead and either, follow Thomas on IG and then message him, or you can send him a message here. If you feel inclined, send me a message. I'll definitely make sure it gets over to him. But this is definitely one of those folks that's been helping minorities in this industry for quite some time. I've seen it firsthand, and just take advantage. That's all I would just say. Take advantage.
Yep. So if you guys are in need of a dispatch service, man, we have an amazing dispatch service. We dispatch probably about 22 other trucking companies, and we got those guys on dedicated freight. And it's room out for power units to be successful, especially with the right kind of freight. And just be careful when guys are telling you they have a dispatch service and they can book your truck. That's load board freight. Put me on some dedicated. Everybody want dedicated because that brings consistency in this business, and being consistent is everything. I know there's a lot of people say, yeah, man, your truck will gross $10,000 a week. Yeah, it might gross $10,000 this week, but it might gross $4,000 next week, and $6,000 this week, and $4,000 that week. There's not really any consistency to hang your hat on it. So I say just be careful with that and just get around the right people. And we definitely here for you. To join the consortium is absolutely free. You can go on our website at UniteUsGlobal.com, click the carrier tab or the sign up tab. You register in the RMIS, and you'll start getting emails from us, because in the RMIS system, it's going to ask you for your MC, DOT number, where you like to run, how much equipment you have, are you certified, things like that. And we collect that information and we kind of customize freight to what you do and where you like to run.
Right. Well, hey, brother, thank you so much for sharing that information. So that's the Lazy Boy situation. When are we back up due for the UPS bids? Is that going to be sometime, in March or something?
March. Yep, the bids come out in March.
Okay.
Yep, so we're super excited about that because then we'll be able to tie in some of the UPS outbound to match some of this Lazy Boy and create some dedicated round trips versus dedicated one way and, load boarding your way back. So we're super excited about that. And there's a lot going on with the consortium. I don't know if you saw it, Jorie. We was featured in this fall's MBE magazine. That's their minority business enterprise. That's where you go to get certified to prove that you're owned and operated by a minority through the government. And man, we were so blessed to be, featured on a 4-page spread in that magazine. That's where all them minority-owned companies that's leaders in their industry is showcased. And from that, man, we got so much more opportunities. We'll be speaking at the Super Bowl this year. I'll be speaking at the Super Bowl, so that's super exciting.
Whoa. So, all right, bro, you've already said a lot. You've been featured in the MBE magazine. Congratulations. Well-deserved, man.
Thank you.
All right, now you said something else, right? So you said there's this huge event, happens once a year, and millions and millions and millions of people are watching it. You are going to be a part of those festivities, and not only be a part just because you've been around football, but you're going to be presenting about what exactly?
About transportation and how we've transitioned from sports to an entrepreneur. A lot of people don't understand, man, athletes be in a very, very depressing state when it comes to retirement, because this is something you've been doing since you were 8, 9, 10 years old, and now you're 30 plus. And the lights get turned out just all of a sudden. It's over. What do you do next? And, I just want to be able to, tell my story and show guys that, you can transition and just take that same energy that you apply to sports and apply to whatever else you want to do in life. And I'm so excited and privileged and honored to be, a speaker.
Right, man. Well, to be honest, I don't know of another person that is more qualified to do that. So congratulations, but really, you've been tapped in for a while. This is not something that you just luckily stumbled across. You talked about it like, these are hours put into this. These are reps
Absolutely.
That you've been able to put yourself in this spot. Preparation meeting the opportunity. So congratulations, man.
Man, I appreciate it. But, the biggest thing is, coming on this platform and speaking about the opportunities. Man, we got some good paying freight for power units. And I'm blessed that we had the equipment to stage the trailer to create it. Like I'll tell you some of the pricing, going into the Midwest with a power unit, we're able to pay $2.50 a mile. To the Northeast, we're able to pay $2.80 to $3 a mile. Florida, we're able to pay, $3 plus $3.50 a mile going into the Florida areas. And man, the North Carolina's $3 a mile. The Louisiana area, $3 a mile. So everything is from $2.50 to $3 plus a mile paying.
That is awesome.
That is awesome for a power unit with no trailer, for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, look, man. Our brother just joined the stage, but I did want to just say, folks, tap in because this is legit. This is legit. This is the most legit it can be. Everybody knows Lazy Boy. That is a household name. And, if you're looking for these opportunities, where are they shipping out of? Do you know those off the top of your head, brother?
Yes, sir. It's Dayton, Tennessee, and Newton, Mississippi.
Okay.
That's where the origins are. And, we'll route you back after you get empty. So it's drop and hook on the pickup and live unload tailgating on the receiving end. So
okay.
So it is tailgating where you will have to pull the furniture to the edge of the trailer and let them unload because it's going to furniture stores, not warehouses.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So everybody gonna have their own unloaders, their own forklift folks to remove it. You just gotta bring it to the edge of the trailer.
Edge of the trailer. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And they pay, and in addition to, the per mile rate, you get an additional $50 per stop to unload those, to tailgate.
All right. Well, look, I know that I'm going to be tapped in, and I can't wait to talk about that other stuff too. Let's just save that for a second. Let's just save that for just a little bit, and give a little time to our brother Desi. Desi, how you doing today, sir? You there? Desi. All right, Desi might be driving, brother. Desi might be driving. So, Thomas, the fact that Desi ain't there, I think we're going to talk about your other opportunities right now. Is that cool?
Let's do it.
All right. So, you and I spoke recently, and we talked about something else that's going to be coming out of the West Coast. Are you ready to talk about that, or is that something that you feel like you still need a little bit of time?
No, actually, we talking about the trailer moves.
Yeah, the trailer moves. Yep.
So we picked up. We got to move 140 trailers from California to Pennsylvania. And those trailers are paying $2,000 on empty trailers, so you can load those trailers out. And what the freight pays, coming across the West Coast. So to move an empty trailer for $2,000, I think is a great opportunity. A lot of those trailers, load out trailers be $500 maybe. So we was able to negotiate a higher rate to get those trailers moved.
Okay. All right. So that means $2,000 for a loadout trailer. What's a loadout? What does that mean, a loadout trailer?
A loadout trailer is probably a trailer company that's trying to, move a trailer from one side of the country to the other. So they allow you to go ahead and load that trailer so you can make an additional, profit to move them across the country. Okay. So it's an empty trailer that need to be moved from one side to the other.
Okay. And with that means that that's only the trailer that's paying the $2,000. That's not the fact that you can still use that trailer to book your own load.
Right. Correct.
Okay. Correct. Do you have a certain amount of time that, from the time is picked up to the time that is delivered over to the East Coast that they're able to have that trailer?
Well, they give you 4 days.
Okay.
4 days to get it from one end to the other.
Okay. That's respectable. It's not like you can, piece it with 4 or 5 loads in between, but, you definitely have the time to get over there.
Absolutely. And, from California to Pennsylvania, those loads paying $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. So definitely, room to make your $10,000 a week that people talk about all the time.
Yes, sir. So look, I did get word from Desi. He's not in the best service area, so I don't expect him to tap in until a little bit later. But I did see a few fleet owners just join the chat. Just to repeat, this brother on stage, Thomas, he has put together a consortium and Unite Us Global. All you got to do to be a part of Unite Us Global is the same exact thing you would do to sign up with any other broker. It's just a carrier packet. And you are then put into rotation, or you can be put into rotation to receive these loads. And what he has right now are power-only opportunities out of Tennessee and Mississippi going to various states that pay between $2.50, $3 a mile. And you said per each stop, it's $50 per stop because we're going to be asked to tailgate. And on top of that, there is completely separate opportunity where there needs to be about 140 load-out trailers, like 140 empty trailers from the West Coast brought back east at $2,000 a pop, where you get to get your own load on top of that payment. So, those are pretty solid opportunities that I'm already hearing on stage. So those fleet owners that just joined, I wanted to repeat that in case you wanted to, tap Thomas or, message me. I'll definitely get you in contact with them, or just send you the, to the website to get signed on, and you get added to their email distribution list. But, I just wanted to make sure y'all knew that those opportunities were there, because, again, There's some folks with 5, 6, 7 trucks in the audience, probably even more. I don't even know everybody's situation. Those are just the ones that I do know. So
so definitely tap in. You can follow me on Instagram. My personal Instagram is Tank, the number 4 president. That's my Instagram, and Unite Us Global, the number 1, is the company's Instagram. I'm sorry, and Facebook. And if you want to email us about the opportunities and send a message, you can email us at info@uniteusglobal.com, and just let us know what you're interested in. The dispatch service, dedicated freight. If you have any questions about signing up, you can send in that email, and I'll have someone definitely will reply for sure.
All right, bet. Well, that is awesome, man. I am very appreciative of you coming on to the stage. I'm trying to see, are there any other folks that would like to come up just to say what you got going on, whether you're a dispatcher, a broker, fleet owner, or anything in between? You just starting, you need to know how to get to your next step. This is really probably the most opportune time for you to let yourself be known, just because these are people who are definitely already operating on a high level. Thomas, he didn't even tell you how many trucks he got of himself. Deanna, we already learned that she is definitely an entrepreneur, got all her stuff going. And Desi, he hasn't spoken, but this is a fleet owner as well. So, these are people that can definitely answer a lot of questions. So just please don't feel shy. This is definitely the time to let your company be known and where you at, what you're trying to do, and, probably even get a little bit of advice. So I am just realizing, though, I started this situation, and I didn't even tell folks who I am and what I got going on. Well, my name is Jorie Myers. I am based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I am the owner of Atlanta Dispatch LLC. I started with box trucks, and it was the hardest thing that I ever did. I used to dispatch 13 semis when I was working in corporate, and then, that just made me think, well, yeah, I could take on a box truck, no problem. It was the biggest punch in the gut that I ever did have, because I was on the low board literally for 7-8 hours, and I didn't even find anything my first day. So it was, it just let me know that there were a lot of opportunity there for some efficiencies to be built, to say the least. And to be honest, I've been with box trucks now for better part of the whole year. And, it's cool. It's allowed me to meet a lot of interesting folks, a lot of great brokers, people who are extremely plugged in this industry, because box trucks, that's a relationship game. If you don't have relationships, you're probably not going to be moving that box truck consistently. So that's where I've been. Definitely transitioned into the semis, or at least adding more semis to what I'm doing. Weekly, we get the opportunity to partner with FreightWaves. We definitely leverage their sonar team and, their sonar program to let dispatchers and fleet owners know where to send trucks at the very beginning of the week, just so you can get them in the right spot. But that's what I do. Atlanta Dispatch LLC. I love it. It's definitely putting me in a spot to be a successful fleet owner myself. But again, I'm learning from the folks that are on stage right now, and the people that I just talk to all the time. And I know that I need to learn these things before I just hop into the asset side. So I'm just taking all the opportunities I can to learn before I spin that grip. So that's me. And my brother is back. Desi, if you're in a spot to speak, man, please go ahead and let the folks know who you are, man.
Hey, good evening to everybody. My brother Jorie, that's my ace, Tank. I caught the part where you said you speaking at the Super Bowl. Big ups on that, but not surprised, but definitely happy you're doing that. Really just you were featured on my show earlier. Jorie introduced me to you, We just been, good tight knit, group in which we share in opportunities. And I applauded you from day one for what you're doing for our community in terms of opening the door for others. I got the email. I was ecstatic because I've been a consortium member for a few months now, and I just been waiting on the opportunity for the Southeast. So when I got that email, boy, I said Santa Claus has landed. So that's that big shout out to you for opening that door. Deanna hadn't had the pleasure of meeting you, but pleasure. And hey, like I said, this is just a big opportunities coming up in 2022. So man, Jorie, you know how you and I met. I started, the Little Breakfast Club on Jorie's platform, and it's really taking the bounce, man, in terms of where we're going. Like Jorie said, he has Freightways on Monday, and it's great to know what the market's doing. And like Tank said, we don't want to base our scaling ability on the load board. So when you get dedicated opportunities, man, if you don't jump on them, I hope you know something. You know something better than most of people with the prevailing knowledge in the industry know, because those dedicated opportunities are something you really can't turn your back to. So that's where I'm at with it. Jorie, as you know, man, my little article through collaborating with OIDA and everybody, I made an article that landed on MSN, in which they were asking about the state of trucking. It ended up on Yahoo Money. So if y'all hadn't checked that out, it's on the Breakfast Club's. Yeah, it's on the Breakfast Club webpage. I'm going to put it on my own page. But it's just, man, I know Tank, Jorie, and myself, we advocate for others who look like us in the industry. We try to educate and advocate. And we collaborate. So lastly, I'll close with saying this. The opportunity with Unite Us Global, it's the union, it's the collaborative effort that we as a people have long needed to really get a real fair share in the market. So, again, I applaud you, Tank, for what you're doing in that regard. And it's not a selling point. If you guys don't take advantage of somebody, getting our foot indoors we couldn't otherwise have them in, that's on you. But I know which way me and my company's going, so I'll drop the mic at that.
All right, bet. Well, Desi, thank you so much, brother. Always a pleasure sharing the stage with you. And for that article that he was featured in, if you tap on my profile and go to my IG, I just shared this bad boy in my story. So y'all go ahead and check out this man, Desi. It was a nice photo, too. That was a nice camera. So, yeah, check him out, man, because he's been educating folks for a while now. That's exactly how we met. It's because I was like, man, there's some brother during the day teaching people on the Transportation and Logistics Clubhouse, and I gotta meet him. And it's been a year now, basically almost a year, and I just love where everybody is. So definitely check out what he got going on. He's a fleet owner, and if you even have questions about getting your situation together as far as being a fleet owner or wanting to be a fleet owner, definitely tap into some of those sessions that he puts on. Which one of the Clubhouse groups are you using to do is it the interstate compliance situation, Desi?
Man, I collaborate with Interstate. She do trucking for newbies, Sharice.
Okay, trucking for newbies. My bad. You kind of cutting out, bro. Or at least I can't hear you. But trucking for newbies, and then the Breakfast Club, the Trucking Breakfast Club. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw you on somebody else's too, but I can't recall. But I'm pretty sure you're gonna come back with that. So, long story short, man, appreciate you for joining us tonight. And
not right now. The more educated we are as people and business owners, the better we are, and people won't take those bad rates and bad opportunities out of desperation. They'll be exposed to, better people, better opportunities and everything. So, hey, your network is your net worth. So tap in.
100%, brother. 100%. So thank you for sharing that. Now we're going to see, we had a few other folks join us on stage. We had Daryl. Daryl, are you there, brother?
Yes, I am. How you doing, Jorie?
Hey, I'm very blessed, brother. Very blessed. Thank you so much for joining us. If you could, like, I've seen you so many times and I've heard you speak, but for the folks who don't know, can you please introduce yourself? Let us know what your company is and, where are you in business and where you're trying to be?
Sure, no doubt. Right now, my name is Daryl Freeman, Charlotte, North Carolina. We have a freight agency right now working under Emerge Transportation. But here soon, me and my wife are going to have our own brokerage. But I came up here to speak with Thomas and see exactly how this consortium works. I want to get a complete understanding of it.
So how the consortium work is basically how we said it earlier. You just go to our website, you register as a carrier, you get signed up. It's absolutely free. And we send out opportunities. You're not leasing on to us unless there's something you want to do or nothing like that. You keep your own MC. Is a consortium is all it is businesses come together to serve a purpose or a cause. Big companies do it all together. They call it joint ventures or something like that too. But consortium is just a fancier word for a joint venture. So all we do is I count how many trucks I have, and I take it to large corporations, and I let them know that we're minority owned and we're certified, and we do this, and I preach about our accolades on what we've achieved, and I close deals, and I bring them to the people. That's basically how the consortium works. I leverage relationships from being a professional athlete. I'm not a Hall of Famer or nothing like that, but God has blessed me to put me in a room with a lot of people that respect what we do, and I just bring those opportunities to us, to our people.
Understood. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for asking that question, Daryl. And good luck with everything becoming your own independent freight brokerage. I think I've used Emerge in the past, and if I haven't, I at least know that I've connected with a lot of their leadership on LinkedIn. So seems like a good organization thus far.
Yeah, they are. And I actually heard Desi talking about dedicated lanes. They have over 2,200 dedicated lanes that they're asking carriers to bid on currently. So if you are an approved carrier or want to, just click on the website, or if you're not, just call me or hit my email.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you guys ever work with reefer box trucks?
No. You talking about like refrigerated box trucks? No.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I got you. No, unfortunately not.
I dispatched for 2 Atlanta-based refrigerated box trucks, and to be honest, the market is all right. The market is prime for it. So, especially if you get with the right folks. I've had I've been blessed enough to have about 5 to 6 brokers that have been, sending me opportunities for those. But you can always have more for sure. So, I just wanted to ask you to see if that was something that you did. But yeah, thanks for joining us, Daryl. Thomas, look, before you go back on mute, I know that we also have some experience on the warehouse side of things. If there are people that have warehouses that are, operating, whether they be in the Atlanta area or wherever, what would you say to them about that? Or would you have any type of abilities to kind of connect them with some freight as well?
Yes. So we do partner with, what's the name of the company? Tip of my tongue. We do partner with a major warehouse distributor in the United States. They own about 60 million square feet across the country.
Damn.
So what we so we was able to partner with them and let them know that we have some minority-owned warehouses, around the country, and if they ever need space to connect with us, and we was able to connect, Miss Anitra out of Atlanta with those guys, and she's been bidding on freight, over the last 2 months, and I think we just closed the deal that, I don't want to talk about her money, but is very lucrative, and she's very happy. so we do partner with a large corporation that has a lot of warehouse space across the country.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure the folks knew that right there was a situation as well. And that's because, this brother's connected. I don't know what else to say. There's nothing else I can say about it, but, the brother is connected, and, he's taking full advantage of the different aspects of supply chain. So just tap in. That's all I got to say is just tap in. All right. Yeah. So look, Clayton, I don't want to skip anybody, but Clayton, when you just joined, was it to hear or talk about what we were just talking about?
Yes, sir. It was just regarding the warehouse space. I just had a quick question.
All right, go for it, bro.
So my partner, I own a box truck. I'm looking at buying some more 18-wheelers, but my partner buys warehouses. So I was just curious. We have a 31,000 square foot warehouse in Houston that we were just shooting around trying to figure out how we could incorporate it to this business, because typically we just lease it through a broker to any kind of business. But is that something you guys would say? We have a 30,000 square foot empty warehouse. It can be subdivided and anything like that. So I was just curious on how that might work if we wanted to partner with you guys or what it would look like.
So you definitely can shoot me an email to info@UniteUsGlobal.com with your warehouse space capability statement, and I will shoot you over an Excel form to kind of it has some different questions on there, and I send it to my people in New Jersey, and they'll take a look at your space. Then we'll set up a conference call with those guys, and we'll see how we can take advantage of it for sure. We're always looking for warehouse space, especially in the Texas, Georgia, South Carolina area, or a lot where the ports are. Man, it's tons and tons of opportunity. Tons. So I definitely love to connect with you.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I just, for whatever reason, I didn't hear any of that. Will you just repeat your email and me and you can connect offline? I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm driving from Chicago to Pennsylvania right now.
You're fine. It's info@UniteUsGlobal.com. Just send an email, recapping on what we talked about, and I'll send you over a form that you can fill out about your warehouse space, and we can go from there. And we'll set up a time to schedule a call between myself and you and I.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. And just one more time, info@UniteUsGlobal.com.
Yes, sir. Yes,
awesome. Sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, Clayton. Thanks for joining, brother. So we did have Aramis. Is it Aramis?
Yeah, it's Aramis. Yeah.
Aramis. Hey, welcome to the stage, brother. How you feeling today?
I'm all right. And yourself?
Oh, that is excellent. Oh, I'm doing great, man. Look, please just introduce yourself. Let the folks know what type of company you're running, and where you're trying to be. All right.
All right. Cool. So I have I just started a trunking company. I'm based out in New York. I have everything, but I don't have the truck. See, basically the same thing that happened to you with the box truck. I opened up a company trying to work with Amazon, and it was just the money wasn't adding up, so I never went to the next step to getting the truck. So now I got my CDL, and I'm basically trying to finance a truck or buy a truck and work my way in from there.
Mm-hmm.
So basically my question is basically to Thomas about what he would recommend would be my next step to get a truck. I have a good amount to put as a down payment, but right now with everything, I don't really know to what truck I should be heading towards. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So I'll tell you how we buy our trucks. Now, everybody, is different. at Unite Us, we try to buy, trucks that's 2 years old or newer. Maybe 3, just depending on the market. If you can't find something that's 2 years old that's in your price point, maybe 3. And we hold on to our trucks for 2 years. We look for Freightliners with the DD15 or DD16 engine. We look for the Kenworths with the Cummins engine, not the pet car. And those are the 2 trucks that I buy. I don't buy anything else. I don't buy internationals. I don't buy what's some more trucks?
I was looking for the Kenworth, the T680.
Yep. Make sure you look for a Cummins engine. The pet car engine is very techy and has a lot of issues with the technology, and it can get pricey when it comes to getting it fixed, and it's only certain people that can fix it. So we look for those Cummins engines or the DD15 and DD16, and we look for the mileage on the truck. We don't buy anything with that's over 120 miles per year. So if you're getting a 2-year-old truck, it shouldn't have no more than 240, 250,000 miles on it. If it have any more miles than that, that means they've been running teams. The truck been things that we look for when we buy trucks. And we emulate the bigger companies. Bigger companies buy brand new, they hold for 2 years, and they sell them to a person like me. I hold them for 2 years, and I sell them off or trade them in to get new trucks. I never look to own trucks. I have over 32 trucks. I think I own 1 outright out of all 30 plus trucks. I'm not looking to own them. I'm holding them for 2 years, and I'm trading them in for something newer.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Also, one more thing. It's for Dana. You said that you had a luxury company, a luxury car business in Florida. I actually wrote to you in the back office. If you could check that message out, and then maybe we could talk later on about that. Because I do have a partner, and he does have several luxury cars in Florida, but things kind of gotten loosened up with the way everything is going with this whole COVID thing. So he has a few cars that are they're not moving as before.
Okay, I'll try to figure out the back office because I saw Jorie pop up, so that's why I logged in today, but I really haven't been on Clubhouse like that in a minute. So the back office I have to figure out. Otherwise, if I can't, please look me up on Instagram and I will.
All right. If anything, I'll just go on the Instagram and send you a DM.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. Well, guys, that's basically it, Jorie.
All right, bet. So, Aramis, last thing, we did have one brother join us probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago. Corey Neal of K Neal Truck and Bus Center. They're in DC. But if you're looking to purchase a truck, I would definitely tap in with them. They are definitely a full service shop. So you will want to see maybe if you can start there.
Okay, sounds good. I mean, if you could send me I don't know if you have like their email or at least their name in Clubhouse, maybe I can reach out to them because I actually want to get this thing moving. I literally just got my CDL, but I've been having the company. I was paying insurance for no reason, just to have my MC number and to have all of that active. And it's just the box truck is a hard, like you said. If you don't know anyone, it's not easy.
Right. Well, I would say this. There is a brother named Marcus Neal. He's the cousin of Corey Neal. He's the used truck manager. I can give you his phone number or his email, or I can give you the website. Which one would you prefer?
You could give me the website and his phone number. That would be nice.
Okay, bet. So the website is www.KN as in Nancy, E as in Echo, A as Alpha, L as Lima, T Tango, B Bravo, C Charlie.com. So that's www.kneeltbc, TBC like truck and bus center.com. And the phone number is, I'll just give you the office one just in case he don't pick up. Is 301-772-5100. So they have a very solid app, brother. You go to their website, you're gonna be thoroughly impressed. So it's a legit operation over there.
Hey, Jorie, I don't mean to cut you off. I got to jump on a call with Adam over at Innovative in 10 minutes.
Okay, bet.
Anybody have anything for me, just make sure you reach out via email, info@uniteusglobal.com. Reach me on social media, Tank for President. Jorie know how to reach me. If you guys have anything, you want to take advantage of the opportunity, definitely reach out sooner than later. We got this contract last week. We started running it yesterday.
Okay, bet.
So it's live and bullets are flying right now, so take advantage.
Okay, well, that sounds good, brother. Thank you so much. And, feel free to, exit whenever you need to. Those are some great folks over there at Innovative Logistics Group. Adam, I learned a lot from that, brother. So tell him I said what's up.
Yes, sir. Y'all take it easy, and thank you for having me.
Definitely. All right, we got Mike. What's up, Mike? How you feeling today, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Jorie? Happy to see you, brother.
You too, sir.
I saw you had Desi up here, and plus with the topic of the room, I figured it was a good chance to connect with you guys, as always.
Definitely. So go ahead, man. Look, Mike, please introduce yourself. Let the folks know what you're doing, okay?
Absolutely. So I'm a Health Unicorn Mike, the guy with the unicorn on his head. I'm a nationally licensed, award-winning health insurance broker. I offer affordable health coverage that creates tax deductions for small businesses. I've helped thousands of entrepreneurs and their families. About 70% of my clientele is actually in the logistics space. I deal a lot with truckers, dispatchers, factoring companies, brokers, carriers, you name it in the logistics space, I'm typically dealing with it. Especially from a domestic level. I'm licensed in 33 different states. I have access to 95% of the plans, and I've been in the industry for about 9 years. And that's who I am. And I just wanted to make sure I was connecting with you guys in that space.
Oh, definitely, brother. I appreciate you so much for coming up. And, you're always welcome. Love your energy. And, I'm praying that everything, is going well for you this year and continues to go well in the new year. So thank you so much, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you for that, Jorie. Also wanted to say open enrollment is ending January 15th. So if you do need coverage, let me know. I can get you coverage outside of open enrollment, but just maybe less options that are available. And then the last thing I wanted to say there, just because in this type of space, trucking space, just as a note, get yourself, if you can, a health-based PPO. It'll save you the most money, create tax deductions, as we spoke about, and more importantly, give you the best coverage. As a trucker, your health is paramount. Your health is literally your wealth, because it's how you can drive, it's how you can run your business, conduct what it is that you have going on. And 69% of all bankruptcy in the United States is due to medical debt. And oftentimes, that's just pre-COVID. That's because people have the wrong plans. They don't know how to use their coverage, So if they need that, let me know. I can help you navigate through the process. You can always hit me via back channel IG. And I do appreciate you having me in the space. Thank you for having me. Health Unicorn Mike out, your friend with benefit.
All right. Thank you so much, brother. And look, we did have somebody else join the stage. It is Shara. How are you doing, Shara?
Hey, how are you? It's Shara.
My bad. I was going to ask. I was like, because I had to guess. You got to just go with it. So sorry, Shara.
I appreciate it. No, it's fine. I'm new to Clubhouse, so thanks for bringing me up. And I just stumbled upon this room, Transportation and Logistics, and I wanted to join because I actually work with small business resources that's related to transportation. And I just want to take a moment to share some of those resources with everyone, because I was listening to the conversation and someone had mentioned it's hard to get connected to certain things and finding funding. So Just a little bit about me. I'm affiliated with a nonprofit called the National Institute of Minority Economic Development. And I'm actually a program manager with something called the Small Business Transportation Resource Center. And it's a program of the U.S. Department of Transportation. And my whole job is to find minority-owned transportation businesses to participate on heavy infrastructure projects. My territory in particular is like the Central Atlantic region. So if you're in the DMV, Southern Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, Kentucky, or West Virginia, we can connect you with contracting opportunities. And this is such a timely room that you're hosting with the $1 trillion industry, because with the passage of the infrastructure bill, a lot of money is going to start flowing down at the state level. And for those of you that live in the DMV or even in Virginia, they're essentially going to connect the cities with these easy pass lanes, and those are multi-million-dollar projects. I'm also affiliated with a team down in Hampton Roads with the largest infrastructure project in the country, the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel Project. And they're always looking for minority businesses, especially you guys with trucks. Obviously, they have a lot of earth they need to move. Some hauling jobs might require some special certifications. But like I said, I'm connected to a resource where we can help you get connected with your state department, with your state level Department of Transportation agencies. And they're looking for you guys. So I'm so happy that I joined Clubhouse. Please, you guys, connect with me. We want to get more Black businesses, minority businesses on these multi-million-dollar, almost billion-dollar projects. And it just opens the door for you guys to really grow. So thanks for having me up. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out.
Okay, cool. Well, look, thank you so much for joining. I definitely just followed you on IG and here because what you're talking about is exactly what I'm into. I'm very interested, as a dispatch company owner and as a company owner that has, Hub Zone certifications, MBE certifications, and DBE certifications. That's exactly what I want to get into. So I look to speak with you some more in the near future, Shara. So thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
All right. We did have Stacy join the stage. Stacy, did you have anything that you wanted to say about what Shara was just talking about, or you wanted to, introduce yourself and all that good stuff?
Yeah, thanks, Jorie. Yes, actually, I wanted to piggyback on that. Thanks for bringing me up. I am Stacy Risco, the CEO of the Pink Patch Group. We are a management consulting firm specializing in business development, and our niche happens to be that baby of small business certifications. I was trying to jump on while Tank was still on. Tank is one of my success stories with getting him minority certified with that MBE. And the rest is history. I think you've heard his story. I think it's important that folks know, even if it's just about educating yourself on small business certifications and what they can do. It is all about networking and business development. People ask all the time, well, I can get work without getting that certification. Absolutely. I'm sure you can. However, you might still want to look into obtaining that certification if it came down to you and a competitor. If you had your minority certification, women's certification, veteran certification, Hub Zone, AA, believe me when I say, most likely you're going to outbeat your competition. And I often say to folks, why are we leaving money on the table? Because there are some, and not all, some of these agencies that use set-asides. So there's just money sitting on the side for you to grab, hold on, and you don't have to do it by yourself. Tank, I call him Thomas, talked earlier about joint venturing. And so there's a whole lot of avenues to this thing. I'm just going to leave it there and say, if you do have any questions about small business certifications, again, whether you are a minority, MBE at a corporate level, WBE corporate, there are some city local certifications as well as state and federal. Please look us up. That's the Pink Patch Group. And again, I'm Stacy Risco, And I'm done.
Stacy, thank you so much for joining us on stage. I appreciate the work that you've done in the past. And, if there's ever anything that I can do to help support you guys, please do not hesitate reaching out. So look, if there were any other folks that wanted to let us know, about your company, I would say that this is the perfect time to raise your hand, because if not, we're going to be closing down the room pretty soon. And, a lot, like I said, Deanna, Desi, I know these folks, they're operating, they might have some tidbits for you. But I can't force you to come up here and let folks know about your company. But if you want a part of this $1 trillion industry, you do have to let folks know what you do. So on another note, The Matrix comes out tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about it. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm a little nervous because I'm a huge fan of the trilogy. So this resurrection situation, I'm just gonna see how that goes.
Where can I go back and rewatch the other Matrix movies?
Well, do you have HBO Max?
No. Okay, I need to get HBO Max.
Well, yeah, but I feel like there are other places too. I want to say maybe even on Prime they have all of the situations, but definitely on HBO Max. That's actually kind of phenomenal what they've been doing. I don't know how much money they're dropping in order to get these, same day as the box office release, like to be played on HBO Max, but I've really taken advantage of it all this year. Once I found out about it in August, I think every single month I'm like, what's the brand new movie that they're going to be showcasing? So, yeah, I'm excited. I don't even have to go to the movies. Just watch it as soon as we get off Clubhouse. And that's not the reason why I'm trying to end early. So, but yeah, definitely share HBO Max, man. All right. We had another person raise their hand. We had two. So, hey, what's up, Reggie? Reginald, how you doing today, brother?
Hey, how you doing? Good. Yourself?
I'm blessed, brother. Blessed. Thank you so much for joining the stage. Please introduce yourself, your company, and, possibly what does the next step look like for you?
Gotcha. Thank you for having me. My name is Reginald Smith. I'm an owner of Trend Tech Logistics, freight broker. I deal with container freight, dry van freight. So please connect with me. If you go into my profile, it has all my information, Instagram, phone number, email. The next step for me, and also, Shara, I'm sorry, I did send you a message because I am interested in more of the information if you can assist.
Sure, I'll check that, definitely.
Thank you. The next step for me going into 2020, I put a few goals together as far as what I want to meet weekly as a freight broker. I've been doing it for over a year. And it's been a challenge, but I'm not giving up because I feel like it's so much that I can accomplish. So the next step for me is basically just trying to move as much freight as possible and connect with as many people as possible and help as many people as possible because you're not successful if you don't help others as well.
Okay. I respect it, brother. Definitely respect it. So, all right, freight broker, and you are looking to get super established. Right now you've been doing it, but it's not been as streamlined as you like. And what you're wanting to do in this new year is to streamline your business to know that you have the freight to move. Is that the situation?
Yeah, so I have the freight to move, but it's just basically being with that freight broker and connecting with as many carriers as possible, and building that credit. Because, some carriers don't want to work with some freight brokers because they don't have established credit. They're dealing with the factoring companies and things like that. So I am going through some situations with that. So definitely just building up my company as much as possible so carriers are comfortable to work with me, more businesses to work with me and things like that.
Right. Are you working with a factoring company right now?
Yes, I am. I have my own factoring company with StrataPay.
Okay. All right. So, is StrataPay not enough to say that you are a legitimate operation and that's the reason why they should, work with you?
Some of them, some of them does give me the opportunity for that, but then it comes to the situation where like some customers that I deal with, they don't have the credit to, for my factoring company to commit with them.
Gotcha.
So then it makes it difficult, because then you have to pay your carriers and you have to have that trust factor that the customer is going to pay you so you can pay your carrier.
Right. I hear you, brother. Definitely hear you there. Well, yeah, man, we've shared the stage before, but I'll just say, reach out to me. If there's anything I can do to, help, I'm more than happy to. I mean, especially when it comes to, putting you in contact with other fleet owners that possibly can, you guys can build that relationship so that you don't have to worry about winning over so many new people. You can build with the folks that have already successfully, seen how you can run the operation. But just tap in, man. I'm more than happy to help any way I can.
I appreciate it. Happy holidays, everyone. Please be safe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy holidays to you as well. We did have another person join the stage in Andreas. How are you doing today, Andreas?
Team, how's it going?
Oh, I'm feeling blessed, brother. Yourself?
Absolutely blessed beyond belief. I'm Andres Vergara. I'm the owner of ATNLE Logistics. We are freight brokers based out of Arizona. I'm here to network. We moved closing year about $1.7 million worth of freight this year. So if anybody needs any help in regards to how to grow it and how we grew it, I'm here as a resource. We're members of the TIA as well. We have a 97 credit with 17 days to pay. It's definitely a hustle. I like to tell my sales agents, right now is the perfect time to get new customers and shippers, just because even the bigger brokerages are having a hard time finding capacity. So if you're able to reach out to a shipper and talk to them and ask them what their pinch points are, they're more than likely now than ever. I firmly believe that they will give you a shot. But I'm here to network. I'm always looking for carriers based out of or going through Arizona and Southern California. It's one of our hardest markets right now. So if you guys are in that, you guys run those lanes, box trucks to dry vans and reefers, shoot me a DM. We're here to serve.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Andres, for coming up to the stage, offering yourself as a resource. I think that that's exactly what Reginald was just talking about, is how do you build up that credit score and, even attract shippers that do have solid credit scores so that you can, build with those folks. So I'm thinking that, he would want to tap in with you, and especially if there are California and Arizona-based carriers in the audience to also tap in. What type of freight are you moving? Like, do you have a certain type of commodity?
Move construction, pretty much aerospace, agriculture, some produce, meats, and construction materials.
Okay, cool. So I wish you had some of that refrigerated box truck freight over here for my Atlantic carriers, but I guess
you guys got to come to Nogales.
Yeah, I guess so, man. We got to come out west. We did have somebody join the stage just now. Mamadou, did you join because you wanted to tap in with Andres?
Yes, sir.
Right.
I'm in San Diego. So
man. Yeah, we move a lot of like the Fallbrook area, Temecula area. There's a lot of freight there.
Okay, nice. I see your number is 520-705, right?
Fine, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you a call. We can talk about it.
All right, sounds good.
All right, appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you, Mamadou. All right, well, cool. Let's just go ahead and keep it moving. We do have another person, Tracy Gregory. How are you doing today?
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for creating this space. I'm here to network. I'm learning a lot. I have several family members that are into the logistics. I help out here and there, but I'm primarily in the insurance industry. And I educate especially independent owners and operators about making sure they have the life insurance they need, because so many of them are limited to just that if they're not able to work, they're not able to generate the income. So I encourage them to always get life insurance that includes living benefits. So if something were to happen and they're not able to work, if they were, incapacitated, sick, or any type of health situation with COVID being around, that they could tap into their life insurance. I encourage people to be able to normalize having $1 million or more in life insurance and owning your policies. A lot of people have policies from employers or spouses, but also having their own policies that they can tap into if they were to need it. So I just wanted to share what I do and also, network with people in the room. And I'm going to be reaching out to Shara and a couple other people. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight, ma'am. And, feel free to join us every Wednesday as we have these different discussions. We love to have the feedback, the conversation, the questions that you might have to, maybe even help get your various family members to the next stage too. So thank you so much for joining us. All right. And it looks like we have, is it Jai or Jay? I want to say Jai so bad.
Hi, Jorie. It's Jay.
What's up, Jay? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm just sitting here listening and working, invoicing some customers right now. So I think it was Reginald that mentioned something about that. But yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. So Trucking Mama running the Midwest and hiring CDL drivers. I think I pinged you to come up because I saw that. What does that mean? It means you're a fleet owner and you're looking for drivers right now?
Absolutely. Owner operators, we're, lease on, we're looking for company drivers. We're just growing, we're really looking towards some big things in 2022. And I really appreciate Shara for mentioning what she did. So I'm definitely looking forward to connecting with her on that. I'm the operations manager at Pull'em Freight. So basically we're just a small family, family owned trucking company. We've been around since 2016, based out of the Midwest, even though I live in the A. But I go back and forth between, the two states. But we run dry van, power only, flatbed. I have drivers with doubles. So actually, the last few months I've been bidding on a few different FedEx lanes. So wish me luck with that. But in any case, the FedEx can be tricky, but they pay really well. So I'm just looking at for 2022. More contracting opportunities. I came in after, I think, Thomas Johnson, he was speaking about something that he had going on and I didn't catch it, but I did get the website. So I went on and signed up as a as a carrier on his page. I did get to do that. So hopefully, I reached out to him as well. So hopefully, I'll get some more information on that. But if you can share something, that would be great.
Basically what was said tonight is the brother has a lot of power only opportunities out of all right, so first off, I'm going to say this, but he has other stuff because he has UPS. He has the ability to broker out UPS freight, and that's all dedicated lanes. The next bid for that is in March, however, so you'll be waiting for that one. But right now, he has dedicated opportunities out of the Tennessee and Mississippi areas for power only units, and also has power only opportunities out of the West Coast where there are about 140 empty trailers that need to be brought. I think I can't recall if it was Virginia or Pennsylvania or Maryland, one of those areas, and paying 2 G's for each one of those trailers to be brought over. But it's a loadout trailer, so you'll be able to book a load and just get $2,000 on top of that load. So that's the thing that he was talking about. And, if those are things that kind of worked with what your situation is, I would definitely say just tap in. You can reach out to him. You said you've already signed up. It was a seamless process, wasn't it?
Oh, it took me 5 minutes. It was wonderful.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So that's great. I mean, especially with those loadout trailers, sometimes they only want to pay you $100, because they figure they're allowing you to use it. So, you should really be paying them is how a lot of times they view that. So that's awesome. And then UPS, Coyote seemed like they had a lot on the UPS. I've been trying to break into UPS forever. So that's awesome. Also, yes, that's good stuff.
Yeah, but isn't that because, I mean, am I tripping or does UPS own Coyote?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
they're
I think
definitely
that's
affiliated. Yeah.
I think that's the situation. But no, he is in a special league, and it's him being able to leverage his experience and his connections from the NFL. So he's definitely maximizing that situation. And the thing that we can be most grateful for is the fact that instead of just taking it and keeping it to himself, he made that consortium so that he can bring on minority businesses to be able to benefit the same way that he does. So that's really the situation. So,
And he does the consortium through the brokerage?
well, the brokerage and the consortium are one and the same.
Gotcha.
That's what he's saying.
I got you.
Yeah, he's using the consortium to go to these big players and leverage the numbers of the folks who have signed up in order to have more buying power, more muscle to have better rates and better discounts and all that kind of stuff.
Awesome. Right. That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny because that's on a smaller scale in my hometown city back in Ohio. I was considering, doing something of that nature with the carriers. It's a lot of owner operators with one truck, one trailer, one man show. And I'm like, if we all can come together, you know what I mean, and just get some of these contracts as a unit. But it's really, I mean, I commend them because it's really hard to get people to work together in that way. But definitely, still something to strive for. So that's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, thanks, Jorie. You guys, everyone have a good night. I yield the mic. I'm going back to work, but I'm still listening.
All right. Bet. And look, Mamadou, that was it, bro. Did you want to introduce yourself too? I know that you've already been able to speak to that brother that came on, but did you want to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, hey, how you guys doing? I'm in SoCal. Just started my trucking company a couple of months ago, so it's the same issue. Drivers, trying to buy a new truck and all that kind of stuff. So trying to network and get to know people in the industry. That's what I hop on these clubhouses for.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, look, man, we greatly appreciate you coming through, and I pray that that connection is fruitful with that brother that's based out of Arizona. I pray that you are able to get those lanes that you're looking for with him.
Okay.
Yes, sir. But look, if there's anything I can do to help, just reach out to me. We put these rooms on once a week, and we try to bring on guests who are already hitting. They got a lot of experience so that we can extrapolate value and, the entire Clubhouse community benefit from it. So if you guys have any, shows that you want, any discussions that you want to put on and you have the subject matter expert, feel free to reach out to me. We can definitely schedule that situation. So just feel free. But outside of that, that's it. That's it. I did just invite one brother up just because, I know that he does his own thing too, but it's no pressure. We are about to go ahead and close this bad boy out. So I just want to say, Deanna, thank you so much for breaking the ice this evening. It's always a benefit to have that first person willing to talk about what they have going on, when we're doing this type of segment. So thank you very much, ma'am. I truly appreciate it.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
No doubt. Well, we got Desi. He on the phone. He driving. Clayton, Shara, Reginald. We have Tracy Gregory and Jay and Mamadou. Thank y'all all for coming up to share. And my bad, Shara, what you about to say?
Oh, I was just going to say thank you and continue to have these rooms. Like I said before, we need more minorities. We need more small businesses in the transportation industry. And I'll be happy to, participate with you guys in the future. So thanks. This is awesome.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We appreciate it. We do plan on, keep on keeping on. That's what we plan on doing. So, but yeah, thank you. Next week, we're going to have one of my fellow dispatchers. This lady has supported me so much, and it's just an honor to be able to support her. We have Tawana Randall from Gold Star Logistics. She is, I don't know, she a firecracker, y'all. She got so much going on, so much positivity that I'm happy to be able to highlight her and her company. So next week, we're going to be talking about her, about how she's grown her dispatch company and, just the things that she has going on in business and all that kind of good stuff. So definitely tune in next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And on Monday, we're going to have Freight Waves, just like I said earlier. We're going to have their sonar team on at 7:30 in the morning, and we're going to be talking about the places where you should send your trucks and where you should avoid. So that's just something that we like to do on Monday so you can get your trucks rolling right. Outside of that, man, I just pray everybody has a great one. And, happy holidays to everybody. I'm about to go check out Matrix Resurrection. And God bless y'all. Peace now.
Thank you.